It is first in getting into the shoes of that critic. Secondly, it is to take away that person's weapon, especially if that person is aggressive. And third and finally this morning, it is to find a positive resolution. It is not enough to just agree, but when you agree with that person, it takes away that person's weapon when they are criticizing. And now they're open to listening and hearing what you're saying in response. And therefore, as you manage the conflict, you manage the criticism that is coming your way, friends, you must find a positive resolution. You see, after you have carefully evaluated the criticism, Sita Devi, she gave an option to both her husband and to her mother-in-law. And therefore, in that simple process, those two chopais that describe the conversation, friends, shows how she took that criticism, she manipulated it constructively, and she found a resolution where she was accepted. Her suggestion of going into the forest for 14 years was accepted as a way forward. Dear friends, you can now explain when you would have given that person a chance to know that you agree with them. You have given that person now a chance to hear your point of view. You see, if you think the criticism is flat out wrong, if someone criticizes you and you think they're flat out wrong, then you can say so, but take the sting out of it by acknowledging that you too can also be flat out wrong. Dear friends, when you suggest that I don't agree with you and I think that you're wrong, also suggest that I have a different view, but I too may also be wrong. And therefore, it allows that conversation to go in a different direction. You see, you depersonalize the conversation, you depersonalize that conflict, and you start discussing the true issue, the real issue that is ahead of you. You see, by admitting that you are also capable of making mistakes, you give your critic room to gracefully admit sometimes that maybe he or she can also be very wrong. You're listening to the program Shanti Vandana on the first, the finest, 103 FM. And today, as we have these conversations, I really wish that you take these messages away with you and make your life more beautiful. Your life is beautiful already, friends. Don't ever think otherwise. And when you take away the messages of Shanti Vandana, you're allowing yourselves, you're allowing your life to be beautified, putting color into your life, adding fragrances that possibly they weren't there before. And therefore today on Shanti Vandana, as we bring down the curtains on this edition, I ask you to please allow the light of Shanti Vandana to continue to brighten your paths as you go forward in this very first week of February 2014. It's now 5:52 in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, as I would like to bring down the curtains on this edition. But before doing so, I would like to send out a very happy birthday to one of my godchildren, Swastika Baldev. She celebrated recently her birthday, and therefore members of the RRDS family who are getting prepared to go to Mandir this morning would like to send this blessing, this song. This is not a religious song. It is a festive Punjabi geet. And this song really has the life of life. And therefore, I would like to say on behalf of the entire RRDS family, happy birthday to this child, Swastika Baldevji. Dear friends, namaskar, and may you have a very beautiful rest of your Sunday. Stay tuned for continued broadcast.